Hey guys, welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don here. I want to share a little bit of a story recently. Recently I was talking to my new press secretary, which is basically my wife is now working for the practice. She's a journalist, and she's helping with some, I don't know, just right like the email portion of things. So now all of my emails that I send out for the practice have gotten infinitely better because I like to do the content. I just don't like to do the email portion of it, writing it out, making it look good, things like that. And I've asked her to help a little bit with Podiatry Practice Mastery, these emails. So if you guys are on my email list, the way you do that is just go to Podiatry Practice Mastery, get my tech list, or sign up for my emails. But what she said is, as she was looking at one of my last videos, in this last video, I do basically, it's called a practice mastery show. Basically, I go over what I'm learning in practice. And then once a month, when I get my numbers from Athena, which is the medical record we use, around the 15th, I kind of go through those and I blatantly kind of show, just for me, not for the other three doctors, but I share kind of what's working, what's not working, and what I can improve on. And she said, Donna, should you really be doing this? Like, what happens if your competitors are listening to this, or what happens if your patients are listening to this, or things like that? So I would like your feedback. I'll tell you kind of the backstory behind being so open. First of all, I am just an open guy in general, but what I feel like, in the way I learned about this, there's this good podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire, and if you haven't listened to it, he's got a lot of good content. And what I like is that each month he puts his earnings report right there, basically what he's earning, how he's earning it. So those that want to be entrepreneurs and kind of want to copy, and they want to see, is it actually working? Because I think that's the big thing with anyone. We want to know, like, kind of what is really working and not what is just theory. Because a lot of people that just kind of talk about theory, and it's not really working for them. That's why I put my numbers. Now, maybe I should put them in the membership section or something else like that, so no one can else look at it. But I wanted to get your feedback. Please email me, don@podiatrypracticemastery.com. Let me know. Basically, what I feel like is this clarity. This is the same thing that we talk about, like when we're between like lectures at a conference or something like that. This is what we kind of, hey, what's working for you? What's producing the revenue? What's not good? And I think for me as well, it makes me better. So for example, last month I realized I only did like 8 shockwave, and months before I did like 30. And same thing with orthotics. And by me sharing this, it actually makes me realize it, because if you look at the numbers, you're like, wow, I didn't really do as much. And well, what's the reason for that? Were there not as many new patients? Was I not offering it? Because I tend to find we all kind of get hot about what we offer, whatever is in vogue, or what we like to do, or basically what's easy for us. I think we tend to get kind of lazy in what we do, and unless we have a process for any of these things, they're not going to be done. Unless you have a process for doing orthotics or asking for referrals or other types of things like that. That's why I think the patient presentations are so helpful. So I am, for the time being, going to continue doing this, and I hope you guys find it beneficial. So once a month I do put it out there. Where can you find this? On the podcast or on YouTube. I find that my YouTube is growing a lot more, and I also do go through the numbers, how many YouTube subscribers, how many podcast subscribers. Podcast, there isn't that many. Not sure why. It may be because this is kind of a niche focus, or people just are too... I think people are just way too busy. I think ultimately, and I can speak to that, right? Because I see patients every single day, and I think we're all just too busy, and there's just too much content out there, and people just don't have time to do something else. And the problem isn't so much learning, the problem is implementing. So anyway, if you guys haven't done the 30-day practice blueprint, and I think I might change the name. I'm thinking about this. Instead of calling it a blueprint, I'm going to call it a boot camp. Because people sign up for this darn thing and they don't do it. And then, I give it for free, and then no one does it, and it frustrates me, and I don't know how to get more people to take action and do. But I think that's the general problem in general. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, please let me know. Give me your feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, talk more. Bye.